Welcome back to another snowy day in Central Oregon. If you saw yesterday's video, you know that we've already got over 2 feet of snow in Central Oregon, and last night Mother Nature continued to deliver, got several more inches, and you'll see that there's snowflakes falling from the sky right now. And so another couple inches expected during the day and a couple more tonight. Getting crazy. Grew up here my whole life and I've never seen this much snow in such a short period of time. We also broke the record for snowfall in a single day going back over 100 years. So pretty cool conditions we've got right now. Makes for some really fun driving in the Toyota Tacoma, and just makes for a really pretty beautiful environment. Give you a quick look here at the surroundings. You can see again, based on last night's video of the Tacoma, you can see how much more snow we got. Looking up at the rooftops, the snow is just piled up. The neighbor across the street snow blowing. Really kind of him to be blowing the snow right back into the street. It's really effective. But pretty beautiful outside today. Starting to run out of places to put the snow though. It's getting pretty tall if you don't have a snow blower. I do not, so I'm shoveling by hand for the most part. I did borrow my dad's snow blower the other day to give me a little head start and check out the snow on the fence. Those icicles I knocked down last night, so just in a matter of 10 or 12 hours, we've already got giant icicles that have reformed. You can see a roof dam starting to form up there too. It's from the heat from the attic space coming right to that corner of the roof. Melts the snow right there, builds an ice dam, and then can't properly drain, so it's pretty important to try to clear those. So I'll get to those when I get off work later this afternoon. Unfortunately, have to spend the day at work instead of out playing in the snow like I'd like to. Sadly, the Tacoma is spending the time in the snowstorm outside instead of in the garage. The Golf is pretty much incapacitated in these conditions. Generally, I'm trying to keep the Tacoma in the garage and the Golf sitting outside, but with these conditions, it doesn't make sense to have the Golf outside, so poor Tacoma's sitting in the snow. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get the snow cleared off the Tacoma and then take a little drive around town and give you an idea of what we're seeing here in Central Oregon. So we got the driveway clear, we got the windows scraped. I got this cool little scraper right here. It's got basically a glove built right into the scraper. Makes scraping the window a lot more enjoyable because you're not getting snow and ice all over your fingers and you don't get wet gloves. And so it's a really great tool, something I highly recommend to people that live in Western climates. Give you a quick view now that we got the snow cleared. The sidewalks look pretty cool. That huge mound on either side. So anyway, we're ready to get going, take a little drive around town and give you a look at what Central Oregon looks like in this deep snow. I figured a quick walk past the Toyota dealership was in order. Give you an idea of some of the current selection here at Toyota Bend. It's gonna be a little hard to take any vehicles for a test drive. And it's gonna be hard to choose your favorite color in these current conditions. Obviously they haven't been through to uncover the snow on these vehicles at all yet. And that is truly impressive. It's gonna be quite a task at hand for them to clear snow off these vehicles and get the snow out of this parking lot. either gonna have to truck it off or it's gonna be here forever. But wow, check that out. That is unbelievable. Wow. Probably a good time to get a good deal on a vehicle. I would guess that they're not seeing a lot of customers at the moment, although there may be some people in need of a four-wheel drive vehicle that's capable in the snow. So I guess maybe they've got a few coming in. I'm sure there's some people losing their vehicles to wrecks this week too, but again, I don't know how you choose your favorite in these conditions. To be fair, they are clearing the vehicles off right now on the other side of the lot. And when you got this many vehicles and this large of a lot, definitely a challenging task to get to them all. And again, the real challenge is where do you put the snow once you get it off? Something else. Looks like they came through and cleared these vehicles off yesterday. They just didn't get to the Tacoma section or the Sienna section. Wow. All right, off to our next destination. So I wanted to stop by Costco next because I knew that they'd have their act together and have their parking lot cleared, and they always have the best mountains of snow in their parking lot because of the size and because of the heavy equipment that they use. Unfortunately, a little disappointed to see that they're loading the snow into dump trucks and hauling it off site. So while we've still got some pretty good sized mountains, most of the snow is going to be leaving and going off site to make room for more parking. Growing up, I remember they used to have just mountains of snow in the Costco parking lot. We've still got some pretty good humps of snow here. You can see right behind the Tacoma, got a pile taller than the truck in this small area. Although it's probably going to be hauled off site as they get to it. Quite an operation in town the last few days with city and contractor crews hauling snow, digging the city out. Roads are in pretty rough shape, but given how much snow we've got, it's actually quite impressive that they're still passable. Tacoma is handling it all quite nicely. Have not even come close to getting stuck or really run into any challenge to date. Very capable truck, even with these tires. I know you guys are all waiting the upgrade of tires, which, you know, hopefully will be in the near future, but for this storm, it looks like we're going to be sticking with this set of tires. So Costco may be hauling all their snow off site, but we've got some other parking lots here with some nice big piles of snow. A little bit hard to see the total magnitude of this snow, but this is probably about 20 parking spots right here, just covered in snow that's taller than the Tacoma. Got a lot of heavy equipment working in this area as well, and actually does look like we've got a dump truck there hauling some snow off site as well. Absolutely incredible how much snow there is everywhere. I love these winter storms for a lot of reasons. For one, they're beautiful. They just changed the whole landscape. It's a little exciting having this kind of snow on the roads, but it's also just a lot of fun to get out in the truck and romp around in the snow and see what it's capable of. I haven't had any issues in terms of traction or getting through anywhere. You know, so far in this storm, it's been perfectly capable. The plan is hopefully later this week we can get out into the mountains a little bit and drive through some deeper snow and see what we can really get out of the truck. But for in-town driving, it's been pretty capable getting around. Obviously, city crews are doing a pretty good job keeping up with the heavy snowfall. The one real challenge that a lot of motorists are seeing is that the city comes through and they plow the main streets, and then they plow a huge berm across the cross streets. And so, you know, once you're on the main streets, you're pretty good, but getting to the main streets is the real challenge because you've got to go over this giant hump. On top of that, you know, you plow your driveway and you get it all clear, and then the city plow comes through and plows the snow right across your driveway. Got home the other night. I wish I would have gotten footage of it actually. The snow was probably 6 feet tall in front of my driveway, and it's not just nice fluffy powder. By then it was basically big chunks of wet, heavy, icy snow. And so it took quite a bit of time to clear the driveway and get out. One of the things that's really crazy about this snowstorm, really surprising, is seeing some of the vehicles that people are getting around in. Obviously seen a lot of vehicles stuck in the snow, and it makes it really hard to pick and choose who to help, because if you help every vehicle that's stuck, you'll never get to where you're going. But I have a coworker with a Fiat 500. He's got some really beastly winter tires on there. It looks like a rally car actually. It's pretty cool. He got to work just fine yesterday, no problem. He's lived in Bend for a really long time, very capable snow and ice driver, and so I think that certainly helps to some capacity, but still you get to those big humps and I don't know what you do. One nice thing about the Fiat 500 is very lightweight, and so I guess if you get stuck, it's pretty easy for somebody to push you out. I saw a Dodge Challenger driving the other day. He wasn't stuck yet, but it's hard to imagine that he didn't get stuck at some point with rear-wheel drive and big V8 engine, and probably no snow tires. I don't know that they make snow tires that are, what are those, 22-inch wheels. Didn't have chains on, but like I said, when I saw him, he was doing just fine. So definitely impressed with that. Seen a lot of Toyota Corollas, Honda Civics, minivans, you know, a lot of two-wheel drive pickups managing to get around, but definitely struggling. It's kind of one of those times where it is really nice having a four-wheel drive vehicle. I'd like to take a quick moment to give a shout out to Chipotle for this delicious burrito that they gave me on the house. There was a guy stuck in their driveway, and I helped pull him out. I was just trying to help out, and they gave me a free burrito, so that was awesome. Karma in action right there. I actually wanted to film him and, you know, film the Tacoma getting his car out of the snow, but I figured I didn't want to make his situation any more comfortable than it was. Obviously he's embarrassed to be stuck in the snow, and it doesn't help at all if I get my camera out and film him on YouTube. So we skipped that part, but maybe we'll have another opportunity where it seems more appropriate to film. I made it to my destination, so that's going to be it for today's video. Look forward to more videos of the Tacoma romping through the snow later this week. I've got a couple friends that I'm hoping to meet up with and get some footage of the vehicle actually driving through the snow. It's hard to do that with one person, but I at least wanted to share a little bit of the beauty and deep snow that we've got in Central Oregon right at the moment. You can see even here at my final destination that it's just beautiful with the snow coating everything in a nice deep layer. Looks like a giant marshmallow. Absolutely gorgeous. So like I said, that's it for today's video. For more videos of the third generation Tacoma, subscribe to my channel. In the meantime, thanks for watching.